Hello, this is Nathan with UnitConnect, the online property management software. In this video tutorial, I will be covering how to update tenant notes in UnitConnect. So to begin, I'm going to go and head over to Properties. Once I'm here in the Properties tab, I'm going to select the property and select the corresponding tenant. Following, you'll see under Actions on the left-hand side, we can come down to Tenant Notes. So I'm going to select that. So please note that for the Tenant Notes tab, it is one of 4 tabs. So we have Tenant Info, Rent Details, Notes, and Payments. For the purpose of this video tutorial, I'm only going to be covering the Notes tab. Now, beneath the Notes tab, we have 3 sub-tabs, which includes the Communication Log, Notes, and Upload Documents. So for the Communication Log, I'm going to demonstrate this. You can see that at the bottom here, we have 3 buttons, Add, Modify, and Delete. So I'm going to go ahead and select Add. So in this example, let's say that the tenant reported a leaking pipe. And so we'll say the reported date is today, and let's say that it was reported by tenant name. Then you would select the action by date, and so maybe this is when you're hoping to resolve this issue by. So obviously this would be really important, so I'm going to select today. Now we're going to come to status, and so it's a drop-down menu, and so currently this is a pending issue. And for the comment, let's say that waiting to hear back from vendor to fix the pipe. And so let's click Save. All right, so now we can see that this has been added in our tenant communication log. So now let's say that we're able to contact a vendor and the vendor has been able to repair the pipe. So now we're going to modify this and click Modify. And so now, since it's been resolved, I'm going to change the status to close, and I'll change the comment to pipe fixed, and click Save. And so now we can see the status on the right-hand side is closed. In addition, if you wanted to make other changes, we could click Modify, and let's say that the vendor's not able to come until Wednesday, or till tomorrow, let's select Tuesday, action by date. Since it's not resolved today, it's still pending. I'll change the comment to vendor fixing pipe tomorrow. Click Save. All right, and so then that would change our action by date and our pending status. In addition, if you wanted to remove any notes, since we currently have only one, we can select it and we can click Delete, and it'll ask us if you're sure that you want to delete this item. Yes, delete, and so now it's gone. In addition, we have our Notes tab, and here you can add tenant notes. So for example, let's say that tenant wants to have new flooring installed, okay, or whatever it is that you want to keep notes of. In addition, we have custom fields here at the bottom, and so these are different fields that you can use to basically keep track of whatever you want. So if we click on Customize these fields, we can change the name. So in this example, I'm just going to put Test and click Save. And so now that changes the label of the field, and then following I can enter something. So I'm going to put test just to demonstrate its functionality, click Update Fields, and so now we've updated the name of the field and the contents of the field. And so just imagine that you could keep track of anything that's helpful or relevant for this particular tenant. All right, and so then lastly we have our Upload Documents tab, and so to demonstrate this I'm going to click Add, and I can select a document from my computer, choose File. In this example, I just created a document titled Liability Insurance, which is a Word document. I'm going to click Open, and I'm going to write a description, liability insurance, as an example. Click Save. And now that document has appeared. Let's say that I log off and then I log back on and I want to download this liability insurance. I can simply select preview, and now it has downloaded to my local machine right here in the bottom left-hand corner. Additionally, I can select it and modify the document and change the description name. So I can just change it to test and click save. And now that description has changed. And lastly, I'm going to delete it. So I select it and select delete. Are you sure you want to delete this document? Delete. And now it's gone. All right, that concludes this video tutorial. I hope that you found it helpful and informative. Please stay tuned for future updates, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you so much.